everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Every wide receiver in the NFL wants to be a top target, and two players will be trying to be that today. It's Jones's Falcons going up against Hilton's Colts.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now a first down throw, Locke. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And now it's second down.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. So the D-line's going to spread out. Third and long, it's Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. First down, Murray. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll run it left side with Murray. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's Luck now on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Daniels. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So now first and 15. Out of the gun, Luck. Flushed out right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. That was second down run for Murray. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back to throw. Luck steps away to his left. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. A very lengthy opening drive as this will be play number 12 coming on third and goal. Here's Luck. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Defense showing blitz. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They'll set up a throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they have the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He'll drop to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal.
No, check. Patriots,
It's Coleman here. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in the contract.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Tech McKinley coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
To throw on second down is Luck. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. From the gun on third down, Luck. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Edwards. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. From the gun, here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, Deion Jones and pick sixes, they're going together like peas and carrots. Oh, boy, he had 2 of those, though, as a rookie last year.
And I know part of the reason is his speed. He's one of the fastest linebackers that you're going to find in the NFL. But another part is he's not very tall. Sometimes he gets lost in coverage. When a quarterback's looking downfield, he just doesn't see him, and he ends up making big plays.
One of those pick sixes last year, 90-yard return against Drew Brees in his hometown of New Orleans. And it's 21-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Luck on first down. He's going to look deep down, and Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off at the 45, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jonathan Hankins. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about, he said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On the last drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the 50, it's Luck. Being chased out left. Throw left side, complete. It's Edwards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Luck. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Back down in that belly. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now.
They'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Throwing is locked. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Now Luck. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Todd. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now back to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.